I have one more thing to announce. How many times you have faced the challenge to optimize performance for your front-end application, especially server-side rendering, React, Next. I know Next has the functionality, but it's a huge headache to implement. So I'm extremely excited to announce our one more thing, that is caching support for Next. Available today, now. But I want to pass the ball to my co-founder and CTO and friend, Matteo, to show you the magic behind this feature. Matteo, can you show us this magic?
Let's get into it. Next.js is an amazing piece of technology. In fact, it allows developers to have an amazing developer environment that uses the file system and the local machine as its best. This is true also for the caching. So Next.js cache things on disk by default. Works fantastic. Features like incremental static regeneration, request caching, all of these things works by storing stuff on disk. So what's the problem? Well, on disk there is none, okay? But the moment you want to self-host this, now you are a little bit in trouble, because if you do nothing, then each instance of your Next.js, each of your server, okay, behind your reverse proxy, will have their own folder and their own different folder on disk, okay? So you have two servers on two hosts with a reverse proxy in front, and yeah, they don't have a disk in common. So yeah, oops, this is not working, okay? Because what is happening is that you will not get the same cache data. So how to fix this? Well, how do you do that? Well, it's easy. You add a database, okay? Next.js allow you to specify a custom cache storage that you can use to essentially store things in a certain point, so that each of the instances of your server get the same cache data, so everything works correctly. This is fantastic. So let's see how it works in practice. Okay, so we have here is a page, and we have added a revalidate 10. Okay, in this page we get the host name of the system. Okay, and the date in which the date in which this page was rendered, and the date is the epoch. So is the millisecond from the epoch. So here we have the last server date, and it's served by. Cool. Okay, it's a very simple page. So let's run this with the file system. Okay, so I've created this Docker Compose that simulates this production scenario. Okay, and here let's go and open up our server. Okay, here is what it is, and you can see here that you refresh, and the data here changes all the time. Even if it's say 10 seconds, the data changes all the time. Why does that happen? Well, because it rotates between servers, and each one of them, the data is never cached. So it's really bad. This caching is not working at all. Okay, so how to fix this? Well, we need to use a shared database. This is actually not that bad. Okay, if you're using our VAT application server, which you can find, all the documentation for that you can find on our website and so on and so forth, it's actually very straightforward. You just need to add a cache entry and specify the URL for your Valkey or Redis instance, okay? And it works out of the box, okay? It gets installed and run and so on and so forth. Let's take it for a spin. So, and it is the Valkey, okay? Now it's running, okay? So I can go back to my page, I'm refreshing it, and now if I run it, you can see that the value is absolutely fixed. Okay, and it's not changing because now it's changed. It was served by another host and cached, and then all the servers are actually returning the same value from the cache. Okay, saving you probably a lot of latency and even some CPU. So seems great.
Thanks, Matteo, for this beautiful introduction. Matteo and I traveled the world trying to solve this issue, helping customers solving this issue. And I guess they all wish they had this before. But today is available for everyone. And I'm extremely excited of this feature. It's gonna really change the way we build, operate application at scale, especially for enterprise. I hope you enjoy it as much as we do. A presto!